Hi, my name is John Su, and today's video is going to be about saving money on selling your own home. A lot of people think they save a lot of money. You see a lot of companies out there saying you'll save, $20,000 selling your home privately through them. And what I'm saying is, you actually don't save that much money. You actually save a fraction of that, and I often wonder if it's worth your time. So the example we're going to do today is based on a $500,000 property. The commission that we're going to use to calculate is 7% on the first 100,000 and 3% on the balance. That's what I see as the most common commissions offered and what real estate agents do. So based on 7% on the first 100,000, 3% on the balance, on a $500,000 home, you're looking at about $19,000 in commission. There's two realtors that get paid on that $19,000. There's the buyer's agent and then there's the seller's agent. Typically, what I see out there is 3.2% on the first 100,000 and 1.2% on the balance of the sale for the buyer's agent. And for the seller's agent, they get the remaining balance of 3.8% on the first 100,000, 1.8% on the balance of the sale price. So the balance would be 400,000. So we're going to look at the buyer's money. So 3.2% on the first 100,000 is 3,200, and then 1.2% on 400,000 is 4,800 plus GST. You're looking at 8,400 is what the buyer's agent gets paid. For the seller's agent, they get 3,800, which is 3.8% on the first 100,000, and 7,200, which is 1.8% of the balance of 400,000, which equals 7,200, which is total commission of 11,500. So here's what I realized is most people who try to sell on their own, what typically happens most of the time is another realtor brings the buyer. So this $8,400 that you think you're saving, about the $19,000 that you think you're saving, take that off right away. So $8,500 is gone already because you got to pay the other realtor. Then we're going to focus on the money that you save or you think you're saving on listing it yourself. So that's $11,500 you think you're saving. Remember, you started selling your home on your own thinking you're going to save $19,000. Now you're down to $11,500. That's over 40% discount from what we think you're going to save. So easily, because realtors sell real estate every day, you're negotiating against an expert. But the reality is they do it every day, you don't. Right? So realtors are pretty much emotionless about negotiating, and they're working for their buyer. So just think, how good of a negotiator can you be? Even real estate investor who buys hundreds of properties, a full-time realtor has negotiated way more deals than any investor has. So they are, in my opinion, more qualified and accredited negotiators than real estate investors. But that doesn't matter. So let's go back to that. Minimum, I think, you're leaving $5,500 lost in negotiations due to the lack of skill. So now you've got $6,500. That's $6,500 originally thinking you're going to save $19,000. So this is about 30% of what you thought you were going to save. $6,500. Let me ask you this. Is $6,500 worth wasting your time? How do you waste your time? People calling, hey, can I see your house? Every damn buyer wants to see the house. Have you ever had buyers call and make an appointment and then they don't show up? Or have you ever had buyers call, go to your place 30 minutes late? And a big thing here is this. There are some buyers out there that because they've met you in person and for whatever reason you didn't have a good relation or rubbed them the wrong way, they didn't want to buy your place because they didn't like you. Loved your home, but they didn't like you. Or they expected your old house to be in perfect condition. We all know many buyers have unrealistic expectations about older homes. They expect everything to be perfect and fixed. When the reality is, when you have a realtor there, you explain to them, this is an older home, it won't be perfect. Often that drives buyers away from a property. So that's your missed opportunity. So just in wasting time, is that worth $6,500? What's your mortgage every month on a house like this? Maybe it's paid off, good for you. Chances are it'll be at least $1,500, $2,000. Sitting on the market for 3 months, what you saved, you just wasted that money. Let's look at the stress. The stress of keeping the house always clean because it's sitting on the market. The stress of dealing with buyers that don't respect you. They walk in your house and they pretty much look around and they walk out even without a good buyer hello. And number one thing is, how many of these buyers are rude? Most of them are nice, but there's often the rude one. And what do I mean by rude? The rude buyer who offers you the crappy offer. Say for example, your house is just at $500,000. How common is it to get an offer at $540,000? A $60,000 off your list price, $60,000 out of your pocket. And most of the time, what are these crappy offers? Crappy offers come from crappy buyers, and crappy buyers are unqualified buyers. Why? Because most of them got nothing better to do except for go look at real estate on your open house. But any qualified buyer, most realtors will have pre-qualified them and force them to go to a mortgage broker. So you know you're at least dealing with somebody that can pull the trigger on your property, as opposed to the typical window shopper, I got nothing better to do on the weekend. So that's why $6,500 maximum is what you're gonna save. Maximum. Is that worth all your time and your headache trying to sell on your own? Or you might as well just hire a good realtor, not a crappy one, because they both kind of cost the same, to save $6,500 or less. For me, and maybe my opinion is biased because I am a realtor, but I would do this because I know I ain't saving $19,000, neither are you. And maybe you're lucky, you might save $6,500, but I doubt it. Thank you for watching this video.